Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm coming to you live from Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts, here to bring you today's high school freshman girls soccer contest between the visiting Timberwolves of Walpole High School and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. The Warriors' freshman girls soccer team has been very strong throughout this fall season. I think they're actually still undefeated so far this year, as they've shown a lot of promise, a lot of reasons to be excited for the years to come in the Brookline High girls soccer program. Which is, if you're following my other streams of varsity over the past few years, you already know that that's a program that's really been building a rich tradition of competitive viability year after year, and knowing that you got some youngsters like this showing such promise coming up through the pipeline, I mean, there's reason to get excited, Warriors fans. A reminder, as always, if you end up enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. I'm going to be covering Brookline High JV girls soccer tomorrow, and then on Saturday I've got a boys soccer doubleheader, JV and varsity against Chelmsford, and then on Sunday I'll be covering the girls varsity team as they host Framingham. So plenty of great Brookline High soccer action and other sports as well on the docket. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for all of that. And of course, as always, I encourage audience participation in the live chat. You know, you could say something as simple as "Go Brookline" or "Go Walpole." You know, no matter who you're rooting for, we appreciate fans bringing the good vibes and supporting their favorite team in the live chat. You can also show support to your favorite individual player if you're if you're watching to support a family member or a friend. Give them a shout out in the live chat. Or if you want to let us know where you're tuning in from, that's always fun. With these online live streams that can be watched all over the world, sometimes we hear about people tuning in from other states, sometimes even other countries, which, is just a really cool thing to find out. Just a nice little celebration of some of the good that the internet has brought us, for all the better and worse that we've gotten from the internet. This is one of the betters, at least in my opinion. Of course, if there are any technical difficulties that you guys notice while watching this, please, I encourage you to say something in the live chat. You never know, it might be something I don't notice on my end, and it might be something that I can fix. So I encourage you to speak up if you notice something wrong, either with the video or the audio or what have you. And then, of course, if you find me butchering any player's name pronunciations, or if I have a name and a number listed wrong on the roster I've been given, then I, again, encourage a correction in the live chat. And it's on that final note that I think is a good transition to introduce us to the rosters for the two teams coming in today. So let's mosey on over to the right side of the field here, where we see the visiting Walpole High Timberwolves in their white jerseys with orange jersey numbers. Let's take a look at the roster for the visiting Walpole T-Wolves. Going in order of jersey number for Walpole, first off we have number 3, Sydney Falchione. Next we have number 5, Lila Finkelstein. Number 8, Grace Qualter. Number 9, Gabby Sylvia. Number 10, Allie Flynn. Number 11, Addie Pinto. Number 14, Olivia Corbett. Number 15, Bailey Montipaghi. Number 16, Sam Morin. We got 2 players listed with number 17, so that might get a little confusing. But listed at number 17, we have both Addie Hanley and Angela Nyack. We have number 18, Siobhan Humphreys. And then we have number 20, Deanna Pinto. That is the roster for the visiting Walpole High freshman girls soccer team. And now let's move over to the left side where we see warming up in their dark blue jerseys with white jersey numbers, the Brookline High Warriors. Let's take a look at the Brookline roster coming in as it looks like the warm-ups are wrapping up, so let's move through it. Again, going in order of jersey number for Brookline. First off, we have number 3, Zara Kussman. Next, we have number 4, Sophie Johnson-Weingart. Next, number 5, Ana Lucia Rajpar. Number 7, Gwen Simkis-Reddington. Number 19, Adeline Sullivan. Number 22, Tamar Sheffer. Number 26, Liv Clawitter. Number 29, Sophia Alves. Number 35, Spring Zhao. Number 43, Ella Myers. Number 48, Nicole Mayer. Number 56, Layla Koplin. Number 70, Sylvia Oliveira. Number 73, Lily Ostrowski. Number 84, Ellie Schultes. Number 86, Ekaterina Borodina. And number 89, Evelyn Carver. Head coach of the Brookline High freshman girls soccer team is Sarah Schuster. So there you have it, the two-team rosters coming into this one. Excuse me. And so we see the captains meeting at midfield. Probably discussing who gets opening possession and who plays which side, which half. So we're starting just a tad bit behind schedule, but not all that much. This game originally slated to start at 4 p.m. But, you know, given you got a team coming all the way from Walpole, and you know how much later some other games have started throughout the season. Like this isn't as bad of a delay as we had with the Natick game that I covered a couple weeks ago. Looking at Brookline freshman's most recent victory. On Monday, they hosted Weymouth here at Warren and got a 2-0 win. Gwen Simkis-Reddington with 2 goals. Ana Lucia Rajpar and Liv Clawitter with the assists. And Chloe Price securing the shutout in net. Chloe Price slated to start between the pipes again for Brookline today. She's seen time listed on all 3 rosters for girls soccer this season, freshman, JV, and varsity. For those of you following my JV streams, you've seen her split time in net with Emily Morse, each of them taking a half. And for those of you who watched my other freshman stream against Natick, you know that it was Chloe Price who played the entire game in net for Brookline in that game and is slated to do so again here. So young, growing netminder getting a lot of minutes in to help develop her game. Last week, Brookline had a very close game on the road against Wellesley, a 3-2 high-scoring affair. Simkus Reddington had a goal and an assist that year. Liv Clowiter had a goal despite only playing 2 minutes on the field and had 8 saves while playing in the net, as Clowiter has spent a lot of time in goal when Chloe Price was unavailable. Looks like Brookline going to get the opening possession, and here we go. Some quick movement up the field as they're pushing it. That was Katerina Borodina, who is going back and forth with Gwen Simkus Reddington, but now it's taken away by the T-Wolves. A pass upfield misses its target. It's chased down by Evelyn Carver. Couple passes back, sent up the middle, couldn't be intercepted. It gets all the way up to Borodina, but she couldn't stay with it. Back and forth it is knocked and ultimately taken by number 5, Lila Finkelstein, but then stolen away by Brookline's number 5, Anna Lucia Rajpar. Off of several deflections upfield, Simkus Reddington fighting for it. Gwen Simkus Reddington almost had an opening there, just barely cut off by the defense of number 3, Sydney Falchione. Pushed forward by number 8, Grace Qualter, but controlled by number 48, Nicole Mayer. Mayer sends it out to the far side to number 43, Ella Myers, who sends it up the line, deflects off the foot of Liv Clowiter and goes out of bounds. Throw in. Deflects down and out of bounds, and it's going to be now Brookline ball. Myers throws it in, misses Clowiter, and it's taken by Finkelstein. Kicked back and forth. Myers kicks it towards the middle, booted away by number 17, who could be one of 2 players, unfortunately. But now Rajpar kicks one all the way down to the net, where it's taken by the Walpole goalie. Long punt deflects the wrong way off of Zara Kussman's foot and is chased down by Mayer. Mayer takes it, kicks it up the near side. Nice way to fit through up to Evelyn Carver. Carver trying to race up the line. Cut off. Falchione takes it, but Carver keeps up the pursuit. Deflects it up to Simkus Reddington. Simkus Reddington gets around 117, but not the other. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Brookline ball. Kussman throws it in, deflected down. Kussman taps it forward. 17 trying to cut it off, but she's double teamed. That's taken away by Simkus Reddington. Simkus Reddington kicks a long crosser. Nobody is quite there. Clowiter going to chase after it. Clowiter corrals it, passes back for Myers. Myers keeps it in bounds, sends it back up to Clowiter, but deflects too far off her foot, and it's taken away by Finkelstein. Cleared out, but out of bounds. Oh, no, it was last touched by Brookline. Throw in for the Timberwolves. It's deflected out of bounds by number 35, Spring Zhao. Walpole looking for the throw-in. Up the line it goes. I think that's Finkelstein they're trying for. She's met by Zhao. Ball is lost out of bounds, and it's a goal kick. Nicole Mayer, the center back, lining up to take the goal kick. Kicks it, bounces past the intended target. Almost taken. Is it taken? It's being fought for by Clowiter, but too many white jerseys in there, and they clear it out to the side. It's going to go out of bounds. That one kicked by number 16, Sam Morin. Myers throws it in for Rajpar, deflected forward and got too far away from her, out of bounds. Throw in for the T-Wolves, cut off by Myers. Lost out of bounds, and now it's Brookline's ball. Myers throws it in, aiming for Borodina. Borodina tried to kick the crosser. It's deflected, and I think this is going to draw a corner kick. And it will. This will be our first corner of the day. Borodina setting up to kick it. It Kick comes in low, knocked away, but right back to Myers. Myers passes, was looking for Borodina, but put too much on it, and it rolls out of bounds. Goal kick flies upfield. Simkus Reddington trying to force it. Deflects out of bounds. And it's going to be Brookline ball as Simkus Reddington was applying pressure on Falcione. Kussman throws it in, deflects right back to her. She crosses it towards the middle to Clowder. Clowder whiffs on the kick there, but recovers the ball, passes back to Rajpar. Rajpar battling with Finkelstein, gets around, sends a pass forward to Borodina. Borodina fires a shot, taken off one hop by the keeper. Punted up to number 18, Siobhan Humphreys. Deflects away from her, and Schultes knocks it up to Simkus Reddington, walled off by one of the 17s. And now Carver knocks it away. Schultes keeping up pursuit, and it's taken by Rajpar. Rajpar breaking through. Rajpar, a shot saved by the keeper, and she recovers the loose ball. A nice breakthrough by Ana Lucia Rajpar. But nice save by the goalie off of a limited angle. They call an over-the-back penalty on Brookline there. And this will be a free kick coming from one of the 17s. Kick comes in low, and Rajpar cuts it off, but 17 takes it back. Now stolen away by Simkus Reddington. Gets up to Rajpar, touched up to Borodina. Borodina off to the races. Borodina still keeping up the race, battling with Falcione. Borodina touches out to Simkus Reddington. Simkus Reddington fights out the defender. Shot is saved. No! Yes, it is saved. It goes over the top. Two huge saves from the Walpole netminder, who is wearing a penny, so I can't see what her number is. Hard to tell who it is. My apologies for that, but she's made two very nice saves, and now they have got Rajpar setting up to take this corner. Comes in low, and it's walled off. Rajpar comes in, slices it up into the air, deflects back out. Rajpar tried to touch it up again. Scrumming for it, pushes it forward. Cut off by the goalie again as Borodina was crashing. And that's going to be another Brookline corner. Rajpar setting back up in the corner. This one a little higher, knocked right back out, taken by the Timberwolves. Schultes keeping up the offensive pressure, trying to get a pass back to Rajpar. Deflects a couple ways, still deflecting but getting further away from the net. Two players get tangled up, but no whistle. And into the box it goes, and we've got a stoppage as it looks like we might have, we've got an injured Walpole player. Limping off the field is one of the 17s. You don't like to see that. I mean, I'm not sure when that happened because I feel like she was on the opposite side of the play. And if that's non-contact, then that could be concerning. They're going to give a drop ball to Walpole as the whistle was blown while play was live, but certainly hope that 17 is okay. Free kick goes out of bounds. Now Myers throws it in up the line. off Finkelstein and out of bounds. Myers throws in again, deflects off the other 17 and is kicked away. And it's going to bounce out of bounds again. Myers throws it in. Schultes dribbling, sends it forward up the far side. Cut off by the defense. Borodina trying to fight for it, but ran out of room. It's out of bounds, and it's Brookline ball. As I think Borodina might have actually been boxing out there. Throw in deflects off Schultes. Kick deflects back and forth. And back and forth, and Schultes taps it back to Zhao, who sends it forward. Kicked away by the Timberwolves. Kussman couldn't fully deflect it. Last chance is Mayer, and Mayer knocks it away. It's passed back forward, cut off this time by Kussman. Mayer touches it out to Myers. Nicole Mayer, the last line of defense, did a great job there. Walpole pushing again. It's booted out this time by Zhao. That's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in, deflects a couple of times. 17 pushes it forward. Kicked away by Zhao. Up to Rajpar, who tries to send it up the line, but it's deflected out of bounds by Finkelstein. Throw in, up the line. Corralled defensively. I think that's 16 Morin who had it. Now a race to the ball, kicked away by the keeper as a couple players were crashing. It's recovered by Kussman, knocked away. Schultes stays with it. Schultes still fighting, but it's ultimately won by number 14, Olivia Corbett. Walpole boots it upfield. It's a race for the ball, and Mayer knocks it out of bounds. Quick throw in to Qualter, tapped back to the outside now. A crosser through, knocked away by Zhao, recovered by number 9, touched up for 10. 10's shot walled off by Mayer, deflects into open space where Clowder is going to control it. Nicole Mayer with a number of huge defensive plays for Brookline, preventing Walpole from even testing Chloe Price. Number 10, Allie Flynn tried for that shot, but was walled off by the Brookline center back. Now Brookline kicking it upfield, kicked by Borodina. Off the deflection, Simkis Reddington tried to get it, but it's kicked away by Falchione. Chased down by Humphreys. Humphreys passes forward, misses. Mayer takes it, sends it out to Kussman. Kussman walled off by Humphreys. Out of bounds, Brookline ball. Kussman throws it in, down by Falchione. A couple of kicks, back and forth. Racing after it, Mayer knocks it out of bounds. Humphreys throws it in, bouncing along towards the net, and it's going to be scooped up by Price. Price punts a line drive, bouncing upfield. Walpole was looking for an offsides call, but they did not get it. And Finkelstein sends it up the line, chased down by Zhao, and it deflects out of bounds. Brookline ball. Scoreless tie so far here in the first half at Warren Field. No scoreboard clock here, so we can't exactly tell how much time we got left. 17 trying to clear it. Bounces out of bounds, stays Brookline ball. Clowder throws it in, bouncing into the box, booted away by Falchione. Off the head of Clowder, the wrong way, out of bounds. Substitution checking in for Walpole. This is, I believe, number 15, Bailey Montepaggi, replacing number 8, Grace Qualter. Bouncing along, Zhao boots it upfield. Deflects a couple of times. Borodina taps it back to Rajpar. Tries a kick, walled off by Corbett. Rolls out of bounds, Brookline ball. Throw in. Bouncing upfield. And out of bounds. Clowder throws in, deflects, off a hand, out of bounds. Or no, that wasn't out of bounds, that was a handball, excuse me. Handball on Brookline, free kick coming for the T-Wolves. Up the line it goes. Clowder pushes it forward. Borodina gets it, pass back to Clowder, her kick walled off. Out of the scrum, it's knocked back and kicked out of bounds by Walpole. Myers throws it in to Rajpar. Back to Myers, her kick walled, recovered by Zhao. Deflected out of bounds, and it's Timberwolves ball. Or is it? It's not. It's Brookline ball. Myers throws it in, knocked away. Rajpar couldn't dribble through Corbett, and it's pushed forward. But racing after it is Zhao. Zhao tries to send it up the far side, but ran out of room, and this will be a Walpole throw-in. Throw-in deflects a couple times, and Schultes takes it, tries to kick, walled off. Now Rajpar gets it up to Borodino, tries to tap it back, misses Clowder, it goes out of bounds. Throw in, bouncing out of bounds, last touched by Walpole. That'll be a goal kick. Mayer kicks it off the head of number 9, Gabby Sylvia. Walpole applying pressure, but Brookline clears it out. Now Kussman knocks it away. Falcone keeps up the pressure off the deflection. A shot is going to be saved off one hop by Price, and she just barely scoops up the rebound away from a crashing Timberwolves player. That shot from Siobhan Humphreys almost set up a putback chance for Allie Flynn. Kick across midfield, chased down by Humphreys, passed back to Falcone, up the field, walled off by Kussman. Kussman taps it, and Carver collides with Falcone, keeps control with the ball. Pass to the middle to Rajpar. Rajpar manages to push through the defense to Borodina. Borodina sends it up, offsides. Brookline almost had something there, but could not time their extra rush. Both Simkis, Reddington, and Carver were set to get a breakaway chance there, but a lot of times when you got a player set to get a breakaway chance off a pass, there's a good chance that it's going to be an offsides call, just because that's the nature of the rule. (17) with the free kick. Bouncing along, knocked away by Schultes. Rolls out of bounds. Substitution for Walpole. I think that's Qualter back in the game replacing Flynn. Throw in. Schultes corrals it. And lost out of bounds. It stays Brookline ball. Kussman throws in. Simkus Reddington tries to kick it upfield. And it's out of bounds, Brookline ball again. Kussman throws it in, deflects off Falcone. Racing up is Borodina. Borodina heading up the far side, tries a crosser, walled by Falcone. Tries to clear. Carver keeps it. Carver sends it over to Simkus Reddington. Simkus Reddington fighting through multiple defenders. Gets it to Borodina. Borodina trying to fight through. Still fighting. Simkus Reddington now with it. Now it's cleared out, but kept alive by Schultes. Sent further back. Rajpar keeping it on the attack. Schultes takes it. Schultes fires off the crossbar. So close so many times for Brookline on that rush. And they're still trying to keep up the pressure. Clowder on the far side battling against the defender. Gets a pass back to Rajpar, deflects forward. Borodina couldn't collect it. Clowder comes in, sends it forward, and the goalie falls on it. Boy, so many chances. Borodina and Simkus Reddington were both scrumming right in front of the net for that ball, and they just couldn't get their foot on it the way they wanted. And then after several deflections back, it was Schultes who had what looked like a beautiful shot that was just a smidge too high and went off the bar. Brookline's had so many close chances already, but they're still looking for the first one to find the back of the net. Now Mayer setting up for a goal kick as that throw-in from Walpole bounced out the back end. Mayer's kick, bouncing along, deflects off of a Timberwolves player and out of bounds. It'll be a Brookline throw-in. Clowder throws it up the line, kicked away by Morin. Now Finkelstein sends it further upfield, cut off by Zhao. Zhao boots it back across midfield. Borodina tried to kick it forward but was walled. Rajpar pushes it, but it's kicked back. Now Zhao with it. Zhao kicks it across midfield, but kicked right back by Walpole. Battle for the ball won by Schultes. Schultes racing it upfield, but her pass off the mark, kicked away by Morin. Out of bounds, Brookline ball. Number 22, Tamar Sheffer to throw it in for Brookline. Clowder passes it back, but it's cut off. Sheffer still fighting for it, knocked out of bounds. Walpole ball. Substitution checks in, replacing Gabby Sylvia. And it looks like this time Allie Flynn is back in the game. It was my mistake earlier. Finkelstein throws it into number 20, Deanna Pinto. Kick deflected. Scrummed for 17, comes away with it. 17 still fighting forward, tries a pass, and they try and send it through the middle, but not enough on it, and it's scooped up easily by Price. Price punts it across midfield. This is a long one going all the way down to the other end. Simkus Reddington racing in, collides with the goalie. And that's going to be at least a warning for Simkus Reddington. You know, you understand crashing for the ball. You want to score as much as possible, but the rules are there for safety reasons, and you got to be careful. You got to know when to put on the brakes in that situation. Long pass up. Cut off by Sheffer. And Qualter takes it back. Pass through the middle, knocked away by Zhao. Knocked back, gets to Rajpar. Rajpar couldn't dribble through, it's kicked away. Couple hops, winds up in the hands of Price. Price again boots it high and far, bouncing along, trying to set up a foot race. Clowder trying to fight down the far side, turns around, couldn't get the crosser off, but it goes back to Rajpar, who kicks, and it goes the wrong way out the back end. Couple of subs checking in for Brookline. Number 56, Layla Coplin, and number 70, Sylvia Oliveira. Keeper setting up the goal kick. Bounces in low, and it is collected by Flynn. Flynn taps it back to Falchione, who fits it through the gap. Got it up to Sylvia, but it's knocked out of bounds. Walpole ball. Throw in up the line. Mayer controls it. Pass for Kussman. Her kick walled a couple of times by Corbett. Sent towards the middle for Montepaggi. Montepaggi taps it out for Qualter. Qualter had no angle for a shot, just kind of desperately kicked it. Goes out the back line for a goal kick. Sub checking in for Walpole. Price kicks it up midfield, bouncing along, gets up to Borodina. Borodina sends a leader for Simkiss Reddington. She gets past the defense. Simkiss Reddington off to the races. Shot sails high. Another great chance and another near miss for the Brookline offense. Boy, that's one of the most frustrating things when you got a breakaway chance and the ball just flies the wrong way off your foot. It's like you are kicking a moving ball. It's just tough. Rajpar kicks the goal kick right back forward. And Simkiss Reddington applying pressure to Falchione. She takes it away. Pass misses her target up the middle. Kicked up by Zhao, but collected by Corbett. Knocked away by Coplin, but then Sylvia kicks it forward. A collision of Zhao and Corbett knocks it into open space. Flynn sends it upfield. Mayer sends it right back. No offsides call as Borodina. Now the offsides call. They needed to wait for her to get the ball, I guess. And so I was wondering what was taking so long in the call. It looked like a pretty cut and dry offsides, but I think the rule technically says that it's not until the player touches the ball while offsides. 17 kicks it, walled off by Borodina. Morin up in the air, off the head of Borodina. Sliced by 17. Out to the near side, Flynn taps it back for Falchione. Her kick walled off by Simkiss Reddington, and she's off to the races, but it's going to roll out of bounds just before she can get there. Falchione throws it in. Bouncing and pass from Kussman breaks through. Schultes was starting a rush, but it rolled too far away from her, and the goalie scoops it up. This one punted high in the air. Bouncing. Goes off the head of Sheffer. Kicked forward by Montepaggi, but kicked back by Zhao. Now kicked through the middle. Coplin sends it forward to Rajpar. Rajpar taps it forward. No offsides here. Borodina off to the races. Shot is saved. Punted across midfield, downed by Kussman. And Kussman going to chase down herself. Kick to the middle, intercepted by 17. 17 kicks it all the way down to the Brookline end. It's going to roll out of bounds. Substitution checking in for Brookline. This is number 29, Sofia Alves, replacing Ekaterina Borodina. And now number 4, Sophie Johnson-Weingart, replacing Gwen Simkiss Reddington. Kussman throws it in. Schultes cannot keep it in, and it's now Timberwolves ball. Throw in. Lost out of bounds again. Kussman throws it up. 17 deflected out by Coplin. The two teams just trading throw-ins back and forth at this point. Flynn throws it in. Taken by Mayer. Mayer tries to kick it away, walled off by 17. A pass now gets to the middle to Montepaggi, but taken away by Mayer. Mayer tried to touch it up for Coplin. Coplin has to try and fight through. She does get a kick away, but it's taken by Flynn. Flynn dribbling, passes forward, knocked away, and kicked by Mayer. Now another couple of kicks. It deflects back. Finkelstein takes it, boots it upfield. Qualter racing after it. Sheffer gets there first, fights through Qualter, keeps it in bounds, sends it up the far side, and it rolls out of bounds. Throw in, bounces a couple ways, and now deflects out of bounds. That's the weird thing about the far side here at Warren Field. I think there's a bit of a dip out there. It's a bit hard to tell from the opposite end, but I mean, you can just tell the field's uneven. Couple subs for Brookline. Number 43, Ella Myers, back into the game. And coming in for the first time, number 73, Lily Ostrowski. Back and forth, it's kicked. Zhao chases it down. And fighting for it with Qualter, Zhao kicks it away, but it goes out of bounds. T-Wolves ball. Throw in. Kicked away by Mayer, out of bounds again. Throw in. Kicked away. More scrumming for it, and it's booted away by Oliveira. Tap to the outside to Myers. Myers, a long kick. No Warriors in vicinity as Morin chases it down. Morin forced to kick it upfield to Finkelstein, and they keep it in bounds as Finkelstein sets it up to Qualter. Now over to Flynn. Flynn forward to Sylvia, deflected by Myers. And ultimately controlled by Walpole, but they kick it out of bounds on the far side. Substitution for Brookline, Zara Kussman back into the game, replacing Tamar Sheffer. So Kussman and Myers have effectively switched sides, the team's two wingbacks. Kussman throws it in. Touched forward. Zhao kicks it away. Sent back forward to Qualter, knocked away by Kussman. A couple deflections, 17 has it, walled off by Schultes, trying to muscle her way through, but cannot as she loses the ball. Zhao kicks it out of bounds. Throw in. Kussman kicks it away. Bouncing upfield, Morin kicks it up into the air. Deflects down, Montepaggi got a shot off, but not enough on it, and it's scooped up easily by Price. Still scoreless here in the first half. Price punts it, bouncing upfield. Morin whiffs on the kick, now taps it away to Flynn on the outside. Flynn from the near side sends it up the line, but Myers, ready and waiting, boots it towards the net, and the goalie smartly just lets it bounce out of bounds wide of the net. Good awareness by the Walpole keeper, who's had a number of nice plays here in the first half. Her goal kick deflects the wrong way off of Falcione's foot and goes out of bounds. Myers throws in, kicked forward by Coplin, and booted away now by Morin, and it's out of bounds. Myers throw in to Schultes. Schultes trying to keep control of it, defended by Flynn. Flynn knocks it away, but Coplin cuts it off, tries to send it back to Myers, but it's taken away by Sylvia. Sylvia deflected out of bounds by Mayer. And it's going to be T-Wolves ball. No time to get to the throw-in as that is halftime. No score here at the half. Brookline 0, Walpole 0. Brookline had a number of really close chances at the net, but some stellar efforts from the T-Wolves netminder keep Brookline off the board. At this halftime intermission, I'd like to take a moment for a local charity spotlight. I'd like to tell you about the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in our community. Among the foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. Over the past 9 years, and thanks to the generosity of over 140 donors, BCF has raised over $1.4 million in scholarship funding, and just last year for the class of 2023, they awarded over $180,000 to Brookline High School for scholarships. Your support is crucial to supporting Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442 to learn more about the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School and all the many other great grant programs that the BCF supports to help make a difference right here in Brookline. Once again, brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442. And remember, as always, you can see all the information about our local charity spotlight down in the description section down below. But in the meantime, we are scoreless. It's halftime from Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm going to take a break and mute the mic, but I'll be back with the second half. Stay tuned. Hello again, and welcome back. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan back on the mic here at Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts, here to bring you live coverage of the second half of this high school freshman girls soccer contest between the hosting Brookline High Warriors and the visiting Walpole High Timberwolves. No score so far. In large part thanks to some great efforts in net from Walpole's number 11 Addie Pinto, who made a couple of nice saves, and also Brookline just missed a couple of good looks high. But no score thus far, and we'll see how this second half plays out. Walpole with the opening possession, they pass it around, get it to Allie Flynn, who kicks it and it bounces out of bounds. Throw in from Ella Myers, deflects out of bounds, and now Timberwolves ball. That one deflects out of bounds, and it goes back to Brookline. This throw in, downed by 17, but tapped to the middle by Ana Lucia Rajpar. Gets to Gwen Simkis-Reddington, who sends it out the far side. Racing after it is Sydney Falchione, who knocks it away from a pursuing Evelyn Carver. Out of bounds. Oh, but it deflected off Carver's foot, and it will be Walpole possession. But off the throw in, they immediately lose it out of bounds. It can be tough when you're throwing it in that tight space to deflect just right so it stays in bounds. This time they get it through clean. Ellie Schulte sends it up to Simkis-Reddington. Now Katerina Borodina sends it forward for Carver. Carver tries to tap it back, cut off by 17. Schultes takes it, gets around 17, weaves around another defender, sends in a shot well wide of the net, didn't have much of an angle there, and couldn't get a proper angle to kick across her towards the middle. So this will be a goal kick for Addie Pinto. And it looks like they're actually going to have number 17 take this kick. 17, one of two players on Walpole's roster, either Addie Hanley or Angela Nyack. Her kick right up to Borodina, but it's knocked back to 17, and she kicks it upfield. Knocked away that time. Olivia Corbett was trying to kick it. Now Sam Morin sends it up, finds Flynn. Flynn's pass kept in bounds. This is Siobhan Humphreys racing up the near side. Sends a crosser to the middle, gets to her target, but it's knocked away. Recovered by Lila Finkelstein, but pursuing her from behind was Carver, and Carver takes it away. Carver racing upfield, tries to send a pass, can't get enough of it on the grass, and it's booted away by Falchione. The uneven surface, the higher friction level of grass can make moving the ball upfield so much harder than on turf. And it's important to appreciate that when you're watching these players try and move it. But this is Simkis-Reddington moving it. Simkis-Reddington racing up. Simkis-Reddington scores! Muted this entire time. Oh no, not again. Oh, please tell me that hasn't been the whole second half. Did I forget to unmute? Oh, that's going to be so embarrassing. Anyway, 2-1. Brookline leads Walpole. Brookline with 2 goals from Gwen Simkis-Reddington, one of them assisted by Evelyn Carver, and then Walpole makes it a 1-goal game there with the goal by Allie Flynn. Throw in. Kick to the middle. Pass to the outside to Humphreys. And they simply trip, and Mayer sent over to Flynn, sent into the middle, kicked away by Kussman. Chaos down in the Brookline end as it's knocked out of bounds. My deepest apologies for the sound error. I don't know how long that was. Unfortunately, I have a guess that it might have been right after the first goal of the second half that it got muted. Something like this happened before. I'm going to have to look into what's going on with that, but Sylvia kicks it. It's knocked back. Flynn tries to kick it. It's walled off. Sends pass down to Humphreys. Humphreys kick walled off, and that's going to be another corner for Walpole. Pass into Humphreys over to Flynn. Flynn tries to cross it, walled off in the box, rolls out again. We've got another corner. Sylvia sets up again, passes out to Flynn. Flynn kicks it through, walled down this time, but they couldn't clear it out. 17 takes it, tries to force through a shot, but didn't have the angle, and this will be a goal kick. Checking in for Brookline now is number 43, Ella Myers. As it looks like she's going to replace Liv Clowder. Mayer kicks it. Deflects back and forth. Sheffer kicks it away. 17 takes it back. Kicks upfield to Humphreys. Humphreys racing past her defender. Crosser finds Sylvia, kicked away by Kussman. Humphreys recovers and sends it off the side of the net. But it was out of bounds first, and it's going to be another corner for Walpole. This kick being taken by Corbett. Comes in high. Deflects. 17 sending it forward off the head of Mayer, off the foot of Finkelstein. Wide of the net, and it's taken off one hop by Price. So a couple of big offensive pushes from Walpole, which has already cut the lead down to 1. They got to be careful. 17 takes it, trying to weave around one defender. Kussman there to help, but the clear doesn't go far enough. But the kick from Qualter doesn't have enough, and it's scooped up by Price. Price punts it. Long punt. And they're racing for the ball. Addie Pinto takes it. Pinto boots it, goes off the knee of Corbett and downed by Simkis-Reddington. Simkis-Reddington runs into Finkelstein, tries to fight. It's deflected out of bounds. And it's going to be T-Wolves' ball. Throw in. Knocked back. Finkelstein keeps it in bounds, but Kussman takes it. Tries to touch it forward, off the mark, taken by 17. Kicked upfield, deflects away from Qualter, but deflects back to her. She passes it back to Finkelstein, sent up to Sylvia. Sylvia swarmed by defenders. She sends it back to Finkelstein. Forward, intercepted by Schultes. Schultes couldn't fend off 17, and it's kicked away. Now sent up to 17. 17's kick deflected by Rajpar and Kussman. Kussman tries to send it away, but it's recovered by Flynn, sent out to Humphreys. Humphreys crosser to Sylvia. She couldn't collect it, and it's cleared out by Kussman. Bounces away from Rajpar, and Morin kicks it back forward. Collisions over the ball. And I think they called the penalty against Walpole there. This will be a free kick for Brookline to be taken by Mayer. Mayer boots it, knocked down. Scrum for the ball between 17 and Schultes. Schultes wins the ball, dribbling, but running out of room on the near side, and it's just going to roll out of bounds. Flynn throws it in up the line for Humphreys. Humphreys racing with Myers, and Sheffer unable to help there. Humphreys' kick walled off by Mayer, and that's going to be another Walpole corner kick. Walpole really turning on the Jets offensively here in the late stages of the second half. They're trying to tie this one up. Corbett sends it in low, gets it to Humphreys, who weaves around a defender. Crosser, wrong way off the foot of Qualter. Timeout is called by Brookline here, and you can understand why, as Walpole is really pushing for that potential equalizer. During this break, we can take a look back at Brookline's second goal by Simkiss Reddington. She passes it over to Carver, then back to Simkiss Reddington, and her kick, again, it just goes off a defender, almost an own goal. But, you know, like I said, it's more akin to what you see in ice hockey sometimes, where a guy takes a shot and a defenseman is standing in front of the net trying to block the shot and help his goalie, but it deflects off his body and ends up going sideways. And so while the goalie is tracking the angle that it's going, he doesn't track the redirection, and it ends up being a goal. It's kind of what happened there with Simkiss Reddington's second goal of the day. Out of the timeout, it's going to be very interesting to see what adjustments Brookline might have made at the behest of head coach Sarah Schuster to try and fend off this comeback push from the T-Wolves. Goal kick from Price goes up to Schultes. Schultes dribbling it to the far side, sends it up the line and out of bounds. Throw in, deflects down, back and forth. Several kicks and deflections, and Schultes sends it out of bounds on the far side. Throw in. Deflects away out of bounds, and that's going to be a corner. Another corner kick for the Timberwolves. Feels like they've had half a dozen just here in the second half. They're sending out Gabby Sylvia to take this corner kick. This one booted up, downed by 17. 17 back out to Sylvia. Sliced up high in the air. Big header chance, but they couldn't connect. And it's walled off by Sheffer. And Sheffer couldn't get it away. It's taken back by Flynn. Flynn pass. Deflects the wrong way off Montipaghi, but it gets back to Flynn. Flynn sends it forward, headed away by Mayer, out of bounds. Deanna Pinto throws it in off the head of Mayer. Montipaghi chase it down, and the kick from Myers goes off of Flynn and out of bounds. It'll be Brookline ball. Subs checking in for Brookline. Liv Clowiter and Evelyn Carver back into the game, replacing Sophie Johnson-Weingart and Sylvia Oliveira. Throw in, deflects a couple of times. Myers kicks it away, and it's booted forward by Borodina. It's a race for the ball, but the first one to get there is going to be Pinto, who kicks it upfield to Qualter. Qualter trying to race around Kussman. Qualter trying to gain the edge, but running out of room, but she does gain the edge. Kussman catches up, disrupts, but Qualter sends in a shot, and it's saved by Price. Qualter with the relentless rush, but she just didn't have a shooting angle there. Flynn takes the ball and loses it out of bounds. Throw in, deflected out of bounds. Still Brookline ball. Throw in. Borodina taps it back, knocked away by Corbett. Knocked back by Mayer. Finkelstein kicks it forward to Sylvia, who tried to tap it to the outside, but too much out of bounds. Myers throws it in. Bounces out. Flynn throws it in. Sheffer was trying to box out, but couldn't. It's taken by Montipaghi, and her shot taken off one hop by Price. Price boots it. It's high. Now it's a race for the ball. Trying to get there. Simkis Reddington with the hat trick! What a huge, timely goal by Gwen Simkis Reddington. Let's check out the replay. This all started with the goalie, Chloe Price, and what a boot she's got on these punts. It's created a number of offensive chances for Brookline so far today, and on this one, players were just putting on the jets, and the one with the most powerful jets here was Simkis Reddington. She chased down, had barely an angle, and just managed to send that one top shelf for her third goal of the day. Count the hat trick. Brookline now with a multi-score lead here in the closing minutes of the second half. A huge goal there by Gwen Simkis Reddington. You know, they don't usually talk about assists from keepers, but Chloe Price's long punt certainly played a big role there. And Simkis Reddington pushes it forward to Borodina. Borodina sending it forward for Simkis Reddington again. And she sends in another shot. This one saved by Addie Pinto, who, make no mistake, even with the 3 goals allowed, she's had a very strong day in net for Walpole today. Punt gets out to Addie Pinto. Gets out to Flynn. Excuse me, I got mixed up for a second. Now this one deflects a couple times. Simkis Reddington. She never stops, and she fires, and it's saved by Addie Pinto. This one punted. Bounces up to Flynn. Flynn back to Deanna Pinto. Her kick walled off by Borodina, out of bounds. T-Wolves ball. Substitution coming in for Brookline, number 56, Layla Coplin, into the game, replacing Ekaterina Borodina. Throw in, knocked out of bounds. And it's Brookline ball. Oliveira throws it in, bouncing along, kicked away by 17, but knocked back by Schultes. Clowder touches the pass to the middle, knocked away, but chased down by Simkis Reddington, who jukes around one defender, jukes around another. She's just taking it herself, and another shot saved by Addie Pinto. Boy, Gwen Simkis Reddington wants that fourth goal in the worst way here in the late stages of this game. Kussman knocks it out of bounds. It'll be T-Wolves throw in. Bouncing along, Carver knocks it over to Rajpar. Rajpar fights through one defender, sends a leader up for Clowder. Clowder could not fight through Falchione, but the attempted clear is intercepted by Simkis Reddington. Her kick walled off by Finkelstein. Finkelstein gets through Simkis Reddington, keeps it in bounds, but only for a moment as it's lost out on the far side. Throw in to Schultes. Touched back and forth. Schultes sends a leader up and nobody there. It's taken by Pinto. Addie Pinto punts this one, deflects, and out of bounds, Brookline ball. Kussman throws it in. Schultes trying to push it forward, does get it up to Rajpar. Rajpar up to off to the races, stopped by Morin, recovered by Schultes. Schultes kicked away by Deanna Pinto. Fight for the ball on the far side. Kussman pushes it forward, knocked away by Falchione, and Falchione now kicks it up the line, out of bounds once again. Throw in, deflects back and forth. Carver touches it for Schultes. Schultes trying to race and muscle her way upfield. Keeps with the ball, taps it over to Clowder. Clowder saved by Pinto. The momentum has completely and totally swung Brookline's way so far, but Monty Poggi trying to change that. Her kick deflected out of bounds by Myers. Throw in. Controlled by Qualter, out to Monty Poggi. Crosser gets to Finkelstein. Knocked away by Kussman. Finkelstein keeps with it. Ricochets like a pinball. Back to Finkelstein. Passed back to 17. Knocked away. Rajpar had it for a second, but Morin boots it away. And that's going to roll out the back end. Another substitution for Brookline. Number 29, Sophia Alves, comes in, replacing Gwen Simkis Reddington. And boy, if this were a varsity game, she'd be coming off to the most thunderous applause with the game she has had so far today. This one knocked back. Out the far side. Trying to fight past Qualter, back out, back in. Qualter dribbling, tries to send a pass through, cut off by Myers. Recovered, sent forward. Flynn, a shot deflected by Clowder and booted away by Kussman. Controlled by Carver. Carver dribbling with it. Gives to Kussman. Kussman simply boots it out of bounds. 3-1, the Brookline lead here in the second half. Only the officials know how much time we got left as Brookline trying to send it upfield. The pass over to Copland, tries to send it upfield. Weird deflection off the attempted clear, and now Morin sends it out of bounds on the far side. Throw in. Deflects over to Copland. Through to the middle, deflected and scrummed for. And Corbett sends it out to Monty Poggi. Montepaggi forward for Qualter. Deflects into open space. Montepaggi chasing after it. Kick walled by Mayer. Sub coming in for Walpole. This is number 9, Gabby Sylvia, into the game, replacing Grace Qualter. Throw in. Bouncing. Mayer tries to keep it in bounds. Now this kick deflects out of bounds. That'll be a Walpole corner. Corbett sends in the corner. Walled off by Mayer, out of bounds again, and that'll be another T-Wolves corner. Corbett sends it in again. This time gets to Sylvia, but she couldn't stay with it. Taken away by Copland, sent up to Rajpar. Rajpar racing up the field, couldn't get around Morin. It deflects back to Mayer. Mayer sends a long pass up to Carver. Carver slipped and fell and lost the ball, but it is recovered by Alves. Pass to Schultes up the far side. Offsides. Substitution appears to be coming in for Brookline. Number 4, Sophie Johnson-Weingart, replacing Evelyn Carver. Probably want to check on her after that slip there. But it's probably like nothing major. Schultes battling for position, kicks it upfield, pushed forward by Johnson-Weingart. Sent back up by Walpole, but they couldn't completely clear it as Schultes keeps up the pressure, forces the T-Wolves to knock it out of bounds. Throw in. Alves tries to touch it back, but it's stolen away by 17. Long kick up, and it's going to be a race. Sylvia trying to get past the defense. Sylvia, the shot, saved by Price. Just didn't have enough space away from the defenders to launch the kind of shot she probably wanted to. And now Price with another big boot. Upfield it goes. Clawiter chasing after it. Clawiter couldn't get the right angle off her foot for a crosser. And that is going to be a goal kick. And there is your triple whistle. The Brookline Warriors, led by the hat trick from Gwen Simkis-Reddington, come away victorious once again. Their undefeated freshman season is alive and well here at Warren Field. The final score, the Brookline Warriors 3, the Walpole Timberwolves 1. Well, after a scoreless first half with a number of near misses, 4 goals scored between the two teams in the second half, and for Brookline, all 3 of them came from number 7, Gwen Simkis-Reddington. She scored 2, one with just an impressive push up field around and through multiple defenders to get up to the net and get her shot to make it 1-0. She got another impressive goal, which I think unfortunately my mic might have been muted for. She got a second goal a little later in the second half to make it 2-0. That one assisted by Evelyn Carver, as she also got a bit of an assist from a Walpole defender who just deflected the shot the wrong way. Walpole fought, give them credit. They did not back down in the face of a multi-goal deficit. Got their first goal off the foot of Allie Flynn to make it 2-1, and they seem to keep coming with one push after the next. But the Brookline defense weathered the storm and eventually delivered the dagger with this goal here as we take a look at the replay. All started with freshman goalie Chloe Price, who's got such a powerful boot for a freshman, as she sends that almost the length of the field by herself, and Gwen Simkis-Reddington just turned on the jets, and despite having almost no angle and kicking from her left foot, managed to send it perfectly off the bottom of the crossbar and into the net for her third goal of the game to get the Hattie and secure the win for the Warriors. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Remember, if you enjoyed this live stream, even with that little mute snafu I had in the middle of the second half, if you still enjoyed things, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. Like I said, I'll be covering the JV girls tomorrow. I believe they are on the road tomorrow at Weymouth. So I will have that game coming live. And then on Saturday, I'll have a boys doubleheader, JV and varsity against Chelmsford here in Brookline. And then on Sunday, the varsity girls against Framingham. All that and plenty more in this fall season. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel can help. If there's anything you would like to say, but the live stream has ended, then you can say it in the comment section down below. Also go down below to the description section of the video where you can find some helpful information. You can find a link to the Venmo account, the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Soccer Booster Club, if you want to help support the team financially and all the ways that the boosters help support this this program, both boys and girls, all three levels, freshman, JV, and varsity. Then you can donate some money on their official Venmo page in the link in the description. You can also find a link and phone number to our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. And if you go further down the description section or just check out the bottom right corner of your screen, you can find some more information about me. The URL to my personal website, jessesports.com. Find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip all that, you can simply email me directly with any questions or requests you may have. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. The final score, Brookline 3, Walpole 1. From Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.